Welcome back Pokefans to my Pokemon Scarlet gameplay part 16. Last episode we went ahead and defeated the Poison crew from Team Star. Personally, I am very intrigued by the story of Team Star and I'm really waiting for getting to know more about them. This episode we are going to be taking a small detour and going through another new area. Now I am back in Mesagoza City and I remember telling you guys that I'll let you guys know where to find certain really good shops here in Mesagoza City, and I'm just gonna tell you a really good shop right here. If you have seen it before, that is amazing, but if you haven't, it is a shop to actually visit. So let me make my way over there first. This shop right here, right next to the western gate, if you enter it, you will be in the Delibird presence. There are a couple different items that are quite interesting in this shop. The first one being the battling items right here. As you can see, there are some really good held items for your team members right here, and I actually forgot to buy these items for my Pokemons. So I'm gonna be doing that right now. But here are all of the items you can actually find, and some of them are quite helpful for me. And I'm pretty sure you guys will have these things helpful as well. You can also find these items in the wild, but you won't be able to find them in the same order as it is right here. You might randomly find one or two of them. But of course, if you do not want to wait just like me, you can come here and buy all of these items. I'm pretty sure they are not that hard to buy. Especially if you have progressed a bit in the game, you'll probably have enough LP points to kind of buy them. Pretty cool items, definitely quite helpful. There are other general goods as well, and you can also buy Pokeballs over here, which is kind of nice. But of course, you can also buy new Rotom phone cases, which is pretty cool. As you can see, the starter cases are available for us. I'll go ahead and buy the Spragatito case, but if you like any other of these cases, definitely this is the place to come. Of course, once you buy it, you do have to equip it on your phone, and to do that, you do have to click on the left button in the left controller. This is the 4 buttons that you'll see on it, and the left one is the one for it. Just have to click on that button and select the required phone case. You'll be able to actually equip it as well. But of course, the reason for coming right here to Mesagoza City is because I will be going ahead and exploring the areas next to the west gate. My main reason to do this is because the Cortondo city, which is west of Mesagoza City, has a gym leader over there as well. And I'm afraid that that gym leader might also be quite underleveled than me, so I do not want to take her up later in stage of this game. I think it is better for me to go ahead and just challenge her right now and get over with it. I'm pretty sure that this gym is gonna be pretty easy for me, since it is again a starter gym that's quite close to Mesagoza City as well, so definitely it is gonna be lower in level. And it is a bug type gym. If it isn't lower in level, I can still take it down with my Armarouge, so I am pretty confident. Coming to this area right here, I see the map that this area is pretty huge, but the other thing is that it is quite closer to Mesagoza City than our Artisan City was. So I'm wondering if this was the first city that we had to actually explore. Maybe according to Nintendo Guide, but either way we did begin with exploring the eastern side, so definitely it has been pretty cool. This episode I will be exploring this huge area right here, and let's see how far we can actually go with this. My goal is to actually reach Cortondo City by the end of this episode, but let's explore as much as we can around here. See if we have any new Pokemons that we can actually battle, and any other new trainers that we can battle as well. Right here I just defeated a trainer, and as you might have seen, he is quite lower in level. I mean, his Pokemon was literally at level 12, which is pretty low at this point of the game. So definitely I think all of the trainers in this area are gonna be the same. They're probably gonna be as lower in level as this guy is. So I am not too surprised about it, but definitely we have quite a lot to explore as well. Right here I found a Hearthstone, which is a pretty good item if you are using a rock type Pokemon, so definitely pretty helpful. And of course I will be looking around for newer Pokemons. The first one I found right here was a Murray. Most of the other Pokemons are kind of the same, so if you have caught all of the Pokemons in the east side, definitely this is much easier to complete your Pokédex right here, since they definitely have the same Pokemons. Here is a Mastiff, which we have caught one as well, so no need to catch that. Again, I'm gonna be looking around for items as well as newer Pokemons, but I wonder if we can actually explore all of this area. Now we do have the area right here in the left side, which is having a couple of mountains and a path going through it as well. But of course that path will go back to Los Paltos as well as the Poco path, so I'm not going to be exploring it. I think I'll leave that area for offline just to see if there's anything else. I believe there is nothing in that area, but just a couple different items and probably a bunch of new Pokemons. If in case you guys have already explored it, let me know in the comment section on the Pokemons that you might have found there, just to see what we actually can find. Probably I'll just try going over there for just a few minutes in this episode to see if there are anything new. If there is, I'll just catch 3 to 4 of them, but I still need to kind of stick to my goal, which is reaching Cortondo city, and definitely I will be trying to follow it. There's also something new that is currently happening, and that is the Charizard event. If you might remember, there is gonna be a chance to catch a 7-star Charizard in the Terra Raid battles, or the Terra Raid dens in this case, and you will be able to find it if you have completed the whole game. In my case, I haven't yet done that in this playthrough, but I'm planning to complete another of my personal playthrough so that I can actually show you guys how the Terra Raid Den works. But of course, if you have completed your game and you have your Nintendo Online membership available, you can go ahead and check out this Charizard event as well. As far as I've heard, I think it is pretty tough, but definitely quite worth it if you do get that Charizard. It is also having a Dragon Terra type, which is pretty cool. This event is also going to be running till December 4th, which is the Sunday. So you have a couple of days to kind of catch it, as many as you like. If you do catch more, let me know. If you have an extra Charizard, I would definitely love to get one, because currently I am in mid of my playthrough and I have yet to complete this whole playthrough itself. Back on the playthrough, here we have a whole new area in the other side of this water channel, and definitely we have a lot to explore over there. For now, I won't be exploring it. I think it doesn't really go to any of the cities. I think it's probably just an area that you guys can explore for the sake of catching new Pokemons. So I'm not going to be going over there. I think I'll just cover all of the hilly areas in this side of the region and try to see how much we can actually cover in this episode. But of course, as usual, we have a lot of different items. Pretty happy about it, so I'll continue picking up my items and let's continue exploring this new area. Over here, luckily I was able to spot the Terra Pokemon once more, which, if you might remember, it disappeared the last time I came near it. So I was pretty happy. This time I approached it a bit more carefully and I was able to actually encounter it. As you can see, it's a Meowth with Flying Terra type, and I was able to break its transformation in one hit, which is pretty useful. This way it will actually stop you from, I guess, taking down the Pokemon in one hit accidentally. And since it was quite lower in level, I was easily able to catch it as well. Now that I'm here, I made my way back up this cliff and we can complete exploring over here as well. Here is our next trainer for the day, and it's actually an youngster. He has a Kricketot, which is a newer Pokemon in this region or in this area. So I do have to actually catch this Pokemon yet. I think we'll be able to find it a bit further, I think nearer to the Cortondo city. So I'm not too worried about it. But of course, I'm pretty sure this area is also where we have Smoliv, which is another new Pokemon that was introduced in this game, and I'm really excited to go ahead and check it out as well. At first I didn't want to go up this path, but then I saw the Terra Pokemon and I got immediately excited. So here I am. Now as you can see, right here the Terra Pokemon is actually a Scyther, which is pretty cool. It is a newer Pokemon that I do have to catch for my Pokédex. So I just went ahead and took a small detour right here just to come up this hill. Will not take too much time. I'll just look around here and catch this Pokemon, of course, see if there are anything new around here and maybe catch that as well before going back. Definitely do not want to go away from my goal, because I know if I let go of this, I will be just exploring the whole episode and I do not want to waste my time right here. But of course, we were able to get a new Pokemon, which is Scyther, and that is pretty amazing. When I got down, I actually saw another new Pokemon. It's a Meritite, and I will try catching this one as well. It's a bit difficult since it is at level 20, but I am actually worried because I think my Pokemons will be easily able to take down all of these guys if I use any move that they have. So the only thing I can do is switch into my Armarouge right here, use Will-O-Wisp, and hope that it will go down enough for us to actually catch it. Now these areas are open to you guys to explore. Definitely it is pretty cool because it does go back to the Poco Path itself, and if you might remember, you do have that cave in Poco Path, which I definitely want to explore, but I won't be going over there for now since I do want to complete the main storyline as fast as possible. To see if I can get that Charizard from the post game. We also have another chance of catching that Charizard later in the December, so this is not the only time the event is present. If you want, you can try to catch it the second time the event occurs. I believe it is gonna be around mid-December, so it's not that far. But of course, I definitely want to try and complete the game as much as possible before that. Of course, I'm not going to be cutting down on exploration, do not worry about it. I love exploring and I will be doing that until the end of this game. But I also want to make sure that I do get some of these Pokemons that are kind of event based, just to make sure that I have all of them in my Pokédex. Here I did find a Riolu, which was pretty cute. I personally like Riolu because it evolves into Lucario, which is a part Steel type. And considering that I like Steel type Pokemons, I am a huge fan of this Pokemon as well. I don't know, I really like Dragon and Steel type Pokemons. Let me know in the comment section what kind of Pokemons do you guys like. What is the type that you would actually prefer when you are creating your own team? Personally, in this current team which I'm actually using, I do not have both of those typings and it just feels so wrong for me. That is also a main reason why I do want to eventually switch out my Wagrio. Maybe I'll add in a steel type or probably a dragon type Pokemon into my team. But of course, currently I do not have them and it is very weird. Looking around here, after I caught the Riolu, I think there is one more Pokemon left which I did check, and it's actually a Toxel. So let me quickly catch this Toxel and we can get back to the main goal of this episode, because I do not want to be here for too long. I'm pretty sure there are other Pokemons you can find around here as well, but personally I found 4 new Pokemons and I think that's good enough for me. So I will not take too much time. There we go. Now that we have got the Toxel, let me make my way back over there. We are pretty far from the entrance itself. I think personally it is easier for me to go ahead and use my map and fly directly over there instead of trying to actually make my way back. So I did decide finally to do that. Back here in South Province area 2, I will quickly heal up my team members and we can finally start exploring this place. As you might know, we were looking around here and definitely I think we have picked up a lot of different items and couple of good TMs as well. But of course, I think in this platform itself, so let me pick up these items. Check out what Terra Pokemon is right here, and okay. It was actually a Shelter, so I went ahead and caught this one as well. Now I'm not going to be showing you guys the whole battle, but here it is. This is the Pokédex entry for Shelter. Just did it because I didn't have the Shelter Pokemon in my Pokédex. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find it further in the game, but if you do find some new Pokemons in the Terra Den that you haven't really caught, I think it's easier for you to catch it right there. Looking around here, I was able to find a new Pokemon which is a Smoliv, and I am gonna be trying to catch this. Personally, Smoliv is a really cool Pokemon. It's a newly introduced one and I think it's a part grass and normal type. Definitely very helpful, and if you haven't really picked up the grass starters Prigatito like I have, I think Smoliv is a really good addition to your team, especially since it's a 3 evolution Pokemon and definitely is very strong. So I would be recommending you guys to actually use this one, even though I won't get a chance to use it. But of course, as usual, I'm gonna be battling all of these trainers that we find, and right here we found someone with a level 8 Pokemon, which I believe is a bit more worse than the last trainers that we have fought. So definitely kind of sad about the trainer level right here. I thought maybe in this game, the more further you proceed, the more higher in level the trainers are gonna be. But I guess these starting areas, the game is just gonna have lower level trainers. Either way, that's okay. I'm still gonna be defeating them for the purpose of the NPC standing in the Pokemon Center. I really need the items that he can actually give me, so I am gonna try and defeat all of these trainers. After looking at the map, there is another ruins here as well, which I am personally interested in. Ruins do have some really good ghost type Pokemons, and I will just check it out in case we have something new over there. But of course, if you are planning to catch a Charcadet and evolve it, I think going to ruins is pretty good, especially if you are using or playing Pokemon Scarlet. Then ruins is a really good place to actually find Bronzor, which is required in order to trade it for the armor that is required to evolve Charcadet. In case you're playing Violet, you need to get these Sinisty fragments, which is an item that is required to again evolve your Charcadet. Regarding the location of Sinisty, as far as I remember, it will be around the Cortondo city itself. Just after that, the area that comes up, that's where you'll be able to actually find it. So if you are playing Violet, I think that is a really good place for you to go ahead and encounter those Pokemons. You just need 10 of them to get 10 fragments and you'll be able to evolve your Charcadet. Right here, I am just exploring and I think I'll go ahead and explore until I find another trainer. As usual, I really like to be thorough in my game and I look at every nook and cranny just to make sure that I'm able to actually get all of these items. This is basically because I like to complete a full playthrough on the first time I play a game, so I'm not sure if you guys do the same as well. Let me know if you are usually playing a new game, whether do you complete the whole game as fast as possible or do you complete it by getting all of the items in the game. Personally, I am the person who gets all of the item and try to complete everything in the first playthrough. Mostly in the second playthroughs, I just run around, get the items I need and go through the storyline as fast as possible. So that's just me. Over here we found our next trainer. Let's see what other Pokemons these guys have. I mean, of course they are quite lower in level and they're never gonna help me level up either. But of course he has a cute Wooper. That's pretty cool. I think we can actually go ahead and take this one down. Shouldn't be too difficult considering we are way over leveled for these trainers. But of course it's always nice to challenge these trainers on the path. There we go. We have defeated this trainer pretty easily. Alright. We're also much closer to the Pokemon Center that is coming up, which is a really good place for me to heal up my team members, regardless of whether they are taking damage or not. So I will go ahead and do that. Once I heal up my team members, I think we can go ahead and listen to the background music of this game a bit more. In the meantime, I will run around and pick up some items that I can actually find. I think I really like the background music in this game. It is pretty cool and definitely really calming to actually listen to. Whenever I record these games, I really like just having this music up completely high so that I can actually listen to it the whole time. But of course, sometimes the music just gets stopped because of the battle cutscene themes. But I think the music itself for this area is really good. Right here, we have our next trainer with a Shroomish. Once again, most of these Pokemons are already recorded in my Pokédex, so I do not really have to catch them. But I am still trying to find I think Kricketot as well as a Vespiquen, which according to the Pokédex should be able to be present in this area. So they will spawn around here and I think I do have to try and see if I can catch them. But other than that, I'll continue picking up all of these items. Right here, there is a large cliff, and I wonder if we can actually climb it. Maybe we do have to go all the way around in order to actually climb this. That is what I see in this map as well. But of course, before I go back there, I definitely do want to cover all of the area right here, which you might see in the darker brownish color. That is the whole area right next to the Cortondo city, and that is personally what I am planning to explore in this area as well. Ooh, okay, here is our next trainer. And it's a Pokemaniac. So let's see what Pokemon he has. He has a Gibble. Now this is another new Pokemon and I have yet to actually see it. I wonder if we can actually find Gibble in Pokemon Scarlet. Maybe it's a version exclusive for Violet, but I'm not really sure on that. If I do find it, I think we'll be catching it definitely. But for now, I am still gonna continue looking around. See how we can actually make our way up to this huge mountain right here. And I'm pretty sure that is where we have the ruins as well. So I am excited to go ahead and check it out. It definitely feels like we have picked up quite a lot of good items, especially some really good TMs around this area. So that is pretty cool. Right here we have another TM, which is Thief. Again, a really good move if you are using it in the beginning of the game. I'm actually quite happy about it. And it seems like we have another Terra Pokemon coming up. So that is pretty cool. I definitely do want to check out which Pokemon this is gonna be. Maybe it's a Pokemon we already have, but for a second there it shifted the places and I got so afraid that it might go away. Luckily we were able to encounter it and it's a fledgling. We already have this Pokemon in our Pokédex and I really don't have to worry about it. But as usual, just for the sake of it, I went ahead and caught this Pokemon as well. Maybe I do have to make a playthrough where I just use these Terra Pokemons. How about that? I think that would be a really good playthrough. Maybe this time I'll try it on the Violet version to see how well it goes. But of course, now that we are here, we are quite close to another one of the 10 good areas in Paldia. Yep, 10 sites of Paldia. And this time it's the view of Cortondo city, which is pretty cool. There's also another Terra Pokemon that is down the mountain, but I am yet to actually go through that side. Before that, I will explore this ruins right here, and we can just check how many Gimigools we'll find around here. I'm pretty sure we'll find a lot of them, considering that ruins seem to be the place where they respawn. Pretty cool. Alright, looking around, I think I found 2 of them already. And here is another item. Going back, I think that is good. I think I'll go ahead and just go down and we can continue from this field right here. I believe this is where we were the last time we tried to climb up that mountain. Still yet to find a Kricketot, but that's okay. I think it isn't too difficult. Right here we have the Eevee, which is a dark terror type, and if you might remember, this was during the Eevee event, which I was able to actually catch it. By the way, the Eevee event is actually closed right now. I think it was until 27th of November, so that event is already completed. if you might know, this video is a bit recorded bit before, so that's the reason why you would have seen that over there. Anyway, let me climb down and look around. I mean, I can actually see a lot of Combies around here, but have still yet to see one Vespiquen, which is a Pokemon I really need. Seems like we are also quite close to the Cortondo city itself, which is pretty cool. Over here we finally found a Kricketot. Let me quickly catch it, and Kricketot is actually pretty easy to evolve as well. Definitely pretty helpful for completing my Pokédex. There we go. I have still yet to find a Sunkern as well, which is another Pokemon I'm trying to find. We have seen a lot of Sunkern in Artisan City, but not even one in the wild, which is pretty weird. I was expecting to at least see one around that city, but we didn't. So now I'm kind of stuck waiting for it to actually appear elsewhere. If it doesn't, I still have a Sunstone available to evolve it into a Sunkern, but of course I do not want to use it. Sunstones are pretty rare in this game, and I simply want to keep it for the Pokemon that I really need to use it for. Right here we had another trainer who was actually 60 years old, which is pretty old, but definitely he seems to have his energy. I mean, he is coming to Academy and trying to complete it as well. Definitely in Pokemon world there is no age or limit for going ahead and studying and going to Pokemon battles. That's actually pretty nice to see. Here we go. This is the next Terra Pokemon that we were able to actually find, and it's a Diglett. Pretty cool. I have a Diglett in my team already, but of course I can go ahead and, as usual, try to catch this one as well. I think most of these Pokemons are pretty easy to catch, considering that they are quite lower in level. There we go. We have caught it as well. Pretty cool. I didn't see another trainer around here, so let me go ahead and find her. I also saw a couple other Pokemon such as Combies, which means there might be a chance for me to find a Vespiquen, which is a Pokemon I have really been trying to find. But of course, here is the trainer. Let me quickly talk to her, battle her, and we can go from there. Alright, here is a waitress, and let's see which Pokemon she has. It's a Pichu. That is pretty cool. You'll be able to find Pichus in the wild right here in the area 2 of South Province, so you don't really have to worry about it. I was easily able to take it down. Let's see if she has any other Pokemons. And she does not. Okay. Now that we have defeated her, I will continue my exploration. Right here we have our next trainer. Let's see what Pokemon he'll have. It's actually a career. There we go. And his name is Angel. Right? Personally, when I think of careers, it kind of reminds me of the Fallout DLC. So definitely that is coming up to my mind right now. I don't know, for some reason these days I have been just checking out some videos in YouTube on that as well. So definitely this is a reminder to it. But of course we did defeat his Psyduck. He does seem to have a second Pokemon, which is a Mastiff. And let's see if we can take this one down as well. Ooh, okay, he has 3 Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. This turn I went ahead with Lava Plum, and there we go, we defeated him with that as well. Last one, let's see which it is. It's a Mudbray. Mudbray is a pretty cool Pokemon. It was introduced in Pokemon, I think Sun and Moon. Definitely pretty cool. But of course it's a Pokemon I have personally never used. I believe it's a ground type Pokemon and it does get some really good ability. So definitely quite interesting to actually use as well. Since we were over leveled, we were able to defeat him pretty easily. Before going back to Cortondo City, which is in the opposite direction, I did want to check out these fields right here. So let me explore it a bit more and see if we can find any other items. Finally, I was able to find a Vespiquen, which is a really good thing. As you can see, it is quite at a high level, around level 30. And I will try to catch this one. I think it's gonna be still a bit more difficult considering that we can't really use any of our moves. But of course, I will try to see if I can use any other Pokemon other than my Armaroos right here to kind of take it down a bit in health. Alright, all of my Pokemons are around level 42 by the way, and I know it's quite higher in level for a Pokemon game, but if you are completing the Pokédex like I am, definitely you'll have a Pokemon in higher level. Right here I did decide to go ahead and switch into Muscrada just to see if I could actually catch it, and it did take me some time, but as you can see I was able to finally catch it in a nest ball. I'm actually really happy that I was able to pick up a couple of nest balls by completing the Pokédex. Definitely did help me with quite a few Pokemons which were tougher to actually catch, but it became more easier since my Pokemon were higher in level, and nest ball definitely helped me with that. Right here I'm just checking around to see if there are any other items we can actually pick up before we enter the Cortondo city. I definitely do want to go around the city as well and check out these other areas right here on the map to make sure that I'm able to explore them as well. Right here is our next trainer, and definitely if I didn't go here I would have actually missed this one. I'm pretty sure there are a couple of other trainers in the other side of the city, so I do have to check out there as well. Alright, this one has a Mastiff, which I think I can easily take down. I did decide to go with Facade, which is becoming my favorite move on Armarouge for now. It's easier to just use it than the other moves when I'm trying to take down some lower level trainers. Now that we have defeated this student right here, let me look around over here as well and see if we can find any other TMs. We definitely did find some really good ones before, and it seems like we do have one right here. Bulk Up, that is a really good TM right there. Especially if you are using a Pokemon that has a really good attack stat, and you can definitely use it to boost it up. Let me continue exploring a bit more. Now, I know that this episode has been a bit more heavier on the exploring side. I'll be taking up the gym pretty soon and will definitely be trying to check out the other areas as well. So this is gonna be one of the exploring videos. I have been planning on making sure that I not only explore but also do some major event in the episode. But for this one, on that day when I was recording, it was pretty long, so I just decided to just keep these exploration in this video. Looking around here, I haven't really found any new Pokemon, so I guess I have already caught all of these Pokemons for my Pokédex. So I just planned over here to look around for some trainers who might be left around this area and then go back and explore the Cortondo city itself. Right here, while picking up this item, I did see another trainer up ahead, so I definitely do have to battle her. She's right there, and I just decided to pick up some of these items before I challenge her. Alright, it seems like we do have a chef. Let's see which Pokemon she has. Probably one which is oriented with food. Yep, it is a Combi. Pretty cool. One thing I did realize in this game is that almost all the Combis that we encounter are going to be male Combis. So if you are trying to find a Vespiquen, it is an easier way to just find its evolution form in the wild rather than finding a female Combi. That's basically my experience. The second Pokemon she has is a Smoliv. Again, pretty cool since she is a chef. And it's also pretty easy for me to actually take down since I do have my Armarouge up in front. There we go. Trust me, if I didn't have Spaghettito as my starter, I definitely would have picked up Smoliv right here into my team because it's really cool and I really like its final evolution as well. But of course, we have almost completed the exploration. I think we only have the small area right here to just check around. I'm pretty sure there are only a couple of items left to pick up either way, and I'm not too keen on wasting too much time to find if there are any other items that will actually spawn. So I think this will be the last look around right here. Okay. One item around here which was a potion, pretty cool. Other than that, we have explored everything else all around the city. So let me go back to the Pokemon Center right here. And I'll actually start with talking to this NPC right here, who will actually check how many battles you have had around this area. And he is going to give us a TM. In this case, he actually gave us a release. If you are playing this game from the beginning and you get this TM right here, it's so helpful for the upcoming gym, which is a bug type gym. Definitely pretty cool. After I went ahead and healed up my team members, I think it's time for me to just look around and check out this city itself. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty small town. As you can see, just a couple different houses, and you do have a couple of shops as well. I'm not going to be buying any of these items since I haven't been doing picnicking as much as I wanted to. So probably if I do buy some item, I'll probably do the picnicking offline. But for now, you do have all of these items that you can actually pick up right here. Pretty cool. I'm wondering if we do get items in these cities itself. So I will check out all of these houses. Of course, we can't really interact with the houses itself, but of course we can look around the compound to see if there are any items. And this one, that's pretty cool. I did see a lot of Vivians here, and definitely each of them are very unique. That is pretty cool. We do have a Vivian ourselves, but ours I think is not as good as some of the other designs I have looked around here. Anyway, looking over here, it seems like we have another house. So let me go around the house. I think going on Cortondo is much easier. Also, check out this Vivian. It looks so pretty. I really like that design. Unfortunately, mine was a white colored Vivian with green color at the bottom of its wing. So it's not the same, but it's still pretty cool. Right here, while I was trying to jump, I didn't realize that was the compound for the gym itself. But I decided that since we have done a lot of exploring today, I won't be challenging the gym in this episode. I know it's just been a episode filled with exploration, but I have been recording for quite a long time, so I just decided not to go into the gym today. Of course, we still have a couple different places we can explore. We have this massive tree house. I really wasn't expecting it right here, but I really think this is cool. It is a really good design, and at the end of it, you have a Pokemon Battle Arena. I think this is where we'll probably have our gym battle as well. But that is amazing and I really liked it. Right behind the tree, we do have an item that we can actually pick up. So let me check out this item right here. There we go. It's a big root. Kind of funny to see it right next to a big tree. But yes. Alright. We have around 2 more houses to check out. So let me check it out as well. 2 more houses and a shop. Okay. That's a sandwich shop, quite helpful because you can go ahead and have a sandwich, go out and have another picnic as well to increase the powers. Here is another item and it seems like we do have another Pokemon Center in the other side of the city, which is helpful as well if we are going through the other side. There we go. I think that's all we had around here. Nothing special in the city itself. Mostly the most important thing right here would be this Pokemon gym. So I'll be taking up the gym in the next episode. There's also an NPC who will trade you a Pokemon. I think it's a Flabébé for a Snom. So he'll give you a Snom in case if you want to use it. But of course that is all we have for today. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me, I do have some links in the description, so check it out as well. In the next episode, I will be challenging the next gym. Let's see how that goes.